African bush elephant, life of the giant of Africa. Across the vast savannas, woodlands, and grasslands of sub-Saharan Africa, a magnificent giant roams with ancient wisdom etched in every wrinkle of its weathered skin. The African bush elephant, Loxodonta africana, the largest living terrestrial animal on Earth, stands as one of nature's most awe-inspiring creatures, embodying both raw power and gentle intelligence in equal measure. The colossus of the African continent. Standing up to 13 feet tall at the shoulder and weighing as much as 14,000 pounds, the African bush elephant dwarfs almost every other land animal. Males, called bulls, are significantly larger than females, with their imposing tusks capable of reaching lengths of over 10 feet and weighing up to 100 pounds each. These ivory tusks, unfortunately coveted by poachers, serve multiple purposes in the elephant's daily life. They function as tools for digging, stripping bark, moving objects, and as weapons for defense and establishing dominance. The elephant's distinctive ears, shaped remarkably like the African continent itself, serve as natural air conditioners in the sweltering heat. By flapping these massive ears, elephants can lower their body temperature by as much as 18 degrees Fahrenheit. Their trunk, a marvel of evolutionary engineering containing over 40,000 muscles, operates as a multi-purpose appendage capable of lifting objects weighing several hundred pounds while also being delicate enough to pluck a single blade of grass. Masters of their domain. African bush elephants inhabit a diverse range of ecosystems across 37 countries in Africa, from the acacia woodlands of East Africa to the grasslands of Botswana's Okavango Delta. These nomadic giants are constantly on the move, following ancient migration routes that have been used by their ancestors for thousands of years. Their journey is dictated by the availability of water and food, with herds traveling hundreds of miles annually in search of fresh vegetation and reliable water sources. The elephant's diet is as impressive as its size. These herbivorous giants consume between 300 and 400 pounds of vegetation daily, spending 12 to 18 hours foraging. Their menu includes grasses, fruits, bark, roots, and leaves from over 100 different plant species. This voracious appetite plays a crucial role in shaping African landscapes, as elephants act as ecosystem engineers, creating clearings, dispersing seeds across vast distances, and maintaining the delicate balance between woodland and grassland habitats. The wisdom of the matriarch. African bush elephant society is built around a complex matriarchal structure that has fascinated researchers for decades. Herds are led by the oldest and most experienced female, known as the matriarch, whose knowledge and memory are literally matters of life and death for the entire group. She holds the collective wisdom of her family, remembering the locations of distant water sources during droughts, the safest routes through dangerous terrain, and the timing of seasonal migrations. These family units typically consist of 8 to 12 related females and their offspring, forming bonds that last a lifetime. The social structure is remarkably sophisticated, with complex communication systems that include trumpeting calls, rumbling infrasonic vibrations that can travel for miles, and subtle body language understood by all members of the herd. When a calf is born after a 22-month gestation period, the entire family celebrates, with aunts and older sisters serving as dedicated caregivers and protectors. Male elephants lead a different existence, leaving the maternal herd upon reaching sexual maturity around age 12 to 15. They live either solitary lives or form loose bachelor groups, only joining female herds during mating season. The largest bulls, often called big tuskers, command respect and breeding rights, but their solitary nature makes them particularly vulnerable to poaching pressure. Intelligence beyond measure. The African bush elephant possesses one of the most complex brains in the animal kingdom, weighing up to 12 pounds and containing billions of neurons. This neurological complexity translates into remarkable cognitive abilities that continue to astound scientists. Elephants demonstrate self-awareness, recognizing themselves in mirrors, showing empathy toward other elephants in distress, and exhibiting what can only be described as grief when mourning their dead. Their memory capabilities are legendary and scientifically documented. Matriarchs can remember the faces of hundreds of other elephants, recall the locations of water sources they haven't visited in decades, and pass down crucial survival information through generations. This collective memory serves as a library of survival knowledge, enabling herds to navigate droughts, avoid human conflict zones, and find food during the harshest conditions. Perhaps most remarkably, elephants appear to understand death in ways that few other animals do. They have been observed visiting the bones of deceased family members, gently touching skulls and tusks with their trunks in what researchers describe as ritualistic behavior. Some matriarchs have been known to carry the bones of their calves for days, seemingly unable to accept their loss. Facing an uncertain future. Despite their remarkable adaptability and intelligence, African bush elephants face unprecedented challenges in the modern world. Their numbers have declined dramatically from an estimated 26 million in 1800 to approximately 415,000 today. The primary threats are habitat loss due to expanding human populations and agriculture, human-elephant conflict as communities compete for resources, and the persistent demand for ivory that fuels illegal poaching. Climate change adds another layer of complexity to their survival. Increasingly unpredictable rainfall patterns disrupt traditional migration routes, while rising temperatures and extended droughts stress both elephants and their food sources. As water becomes scarcer, elephants are forced to venture closer to human settlements, often resulting in crop damage and retaliatory killings. The illegal ivory trade remains the most immediate threat to elephant populations. Despite international bans and conservation efforts, organized criminal networks continue to target elephants for their tusks, with older bulls and matriarchs being particularly vulnerable due to their larger ivory. The loss of these experienced leaders has devastating effects on entire herds, as their irreplaceable knowledge dies with them. Guardians of the African landscape. The survival of the African bush elephant extends far beyond the preservation of a single species. As ecosystem engineers, elephants maintain the savannah's delicate balance, preventing it from becoming dense woodland and preserving habitat for countless other species. Their dung fertilizes the soil and disperses seeds across vast distances, while their daily activities create water holes and pathways used by other wildlife. Conservation efforts across Africa are working tirelessly to protect these gentle giants through anti-poaching initiatives, habitat corridors that connect fragmented elephant ranges, and community-based conservation programs that provide local people with economic incentives to protect elephants. Countries like Botswana, Kenya, and Tanzania have implemented successful elephant conservation strategies, proving that with proper protection and management, elephant populations can recover. The legacy of giants. The African bush elephant represents more than just Africa's largest land animal, it embodies the continent's wild spirit and natural heritage. These magnificent creatures, with their complex societies, remarkable intelligence, and crucial ecological role, deserve a future where they can continue to roam freely across the African landscape. Their survival depends not only on continued conservation efforts but also on a global commitment to end the ivory trade and preserve the vast spaces these giants need to thrive. As we stand at a crossroads for elephant conservation, the choices made today will determine whether future generations will witness the awe-inspiring sight of elephant herds moving across the African horizon, or whether these gentle giants will become mere memories in the annals of natural history. The African bush elephant's story is still being written, and it is up to humanity to ensure it has a hopeful ending. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more videos.